Hello everyone and welcome to episode 2 of this XCOM Chimera Squad playthrough. So we left off waiting for our new recruit, so let's pick them up and see who we get.
The director convinced the city council we're too understaffed to be effective. This means we can bring more agents to City 31. It's not the whole squad, not yet, but it's something.
Thank you very much, Whisper. So we have 3 new people. All a little bit new. I have tried Claymore, and I've tried Axiom, but I haven't tried Shelter, but I do kind of want to go for Claymore. But let's run through and see what they do. So Shelter is a psionic who does buffing and mental attacks. Their main power is Relocate. Agent psionically swaps positions with the targeted enemy or ally, does not automatically end the turn. And then their Breach is Dazzle. Agent launches a psionic blast that disorientates all enemies near the breach point. The targeted enemy is disorientated for an extra turn once use per mission. So pretty standard, it just stuns people when they go through the breach. It's very good. Claymore, explosives aiming and breaching. Hello. Their main ability is Shrapnel Bomb. Agent throw an explosive that detonates after several turns. The explosive does not deal damage through cover and can be targeted to detonate it early. Does not end the turn if used as the first action. And then their breach ability is Concussive Charge. Claymore detonates a powerful charge, rupturing all enemies near the breach point, usable on wall breach points, 1 use per turn. So it allows them to breach walls specifically, but does basically the same thing as Dazzle. And then we've got Axiom, the big smashy boy. He's high damage and does cover destruction. So his main ability is Smash. Agent charges to a target and smashes down with both fists. Chance to disorientate, stun, or render unconscious. Higher Rage improves the chance to apply a disabling effect. And then Rage, which is the second part of that. Higher Rage raises the chance of applying a disabling effect with a melee attack, but also increases the risk of going berserk. Rage can be increased manually or by taking damage. And then Battering Ram is his breach ability. Burst through a door, breach point, with a chance to panic nearby enemies. Panic chance increases with Rage. So Rage just makes him hit things more often and with more effects. But it does have a chance to make him go berserk, where he'll just run off and punch things. So it does have a bit of a downside, but he is pretty tanky. He is incredibly mobile. And then these two are pretty similar. Cheryl's a bit more mobile, because he'll be teleporting himself into danger for some reason, but he has less health. But I want to go for is Claymore, because I just want to blow more stuff up. So let's go for Claymore.
Whisper, where's the mess?
Claymore, all around you, pal.
Very funny. I brought a fish curry for the squad.
How'd you sneak that past headquarters?
3 spare canteens.
You are the man.
I'm the man who serves dinner in 15 minutes.
There we go, we have Claymore. So let's start by going through his biography. We don't have a loadout right now, and we don't have any agent abilities, so let's go to biography. So they are from Old World of India. Prior to the invasion, the 3rd child of an engineering professors. During the 2015 invasion, fled with elder sister and father after death of mother and brother at 7 years old. During the occupation, raised in refugee camps, city centre outskirts, and eventually resistance camps. Learned to create and defuse explosive devices, manufactured grenades for their resistance camp, successfully defused Advent device intended to wipe out a resistant camp, which brought him to the attention of XCOM. And then during the War of Liberation, Resistance Group connected him with XCOM after a mutual operation. He spent a few months on the Avenger disassembling any recovered alien explosives at 27 years old. And then presently, XCOM kept him on as a specialist. He volunteered to join the Reclamation Agency at his first opportunity. He placed into Chimera Squad with ease. There we go, once I remember how to read. So he's going to be pretty good, and he's going to kind of take the place of a tank, because we're actually going to look at his loadout real quick, because he does actually have a shotgun, so he can get pretty close and just shoot things in the face. And with his explosives, he can do a lot of AoE damage, clear cover, just do loads of really useful stuff that's pretty consistent, which is going to be quite useful. So we're going to go back, and we're going to put him straight into training, I believe. There we go. This is going to give him 2 health, which means when he comes in, he's going to have 11 hit points already. And then what we can do is we can swap him out with one of the others, bump them up. So maybe Blue Blood, so he's not as squishy, or maybe Cherub, so that Cherub can have a bit more health when he's at the front buffing and tanking. So that's that part done. We're not going to do anything for Spec Ops right now because we just don't have enough people. Same thing here. Still got Android going. That'll be finished next turn. So
the Progeny uses psionic relays to coordinate their forces, but that's impossible without serious automation. They must rely on modified advent tech to pull this off. Locate and confiscate it to disrupt their operations.
Thank you very much. So this is what we've got going at the moment. What we should have done is put our field agents down early, or our field team, sorry. So it doesn't really matter where we put the field teams at the start because the only buff we're getting. So if we take a look at, say, this one, these are our field teams. We get finance, security, and technology. And essentially, this is going to give you money, this is going to give you intel, and this is going to give you Illyrium. So the benefit of these is Illyrium gives you research, so that's what we're using to create our androids right now. Intel allows us to buy all the stuff on this map, allows us to get all of these field team details. I don't know if it allows us to do other things later on, but it means we'll be able to control the map a bit better, and we'll be able to get our support structure in place. And then credits allows us to buy items for everyone on the team. So in the early game, I think intel is far more important. Getting all 9 of these up and running to unlock all of our abilities, to be able to control the spread of all the chaos that's going to be going on, that's going to be incredibly useful. Not just that, but it's also going to buff up the other 2 in the late game as well. And then when we don't need the intelligence, we could potentially switch over some of the security ones to either technology or finance, depending on what we need. But it will actually give us a good income stream. So to start off, we're going to go for intel. There we go, so we've got 20 left from our previous mission. And we're going to leave that for now. We could also, right now we could use vigilance to reduce something by 2. Oh no, I think just reduces something by 1. But we don't have anything that needs reducing yet, because everything's at 0, but it will increase next turn. So we'll use that after this mission. And then we've got 2 main missions and 2 side missions. So if we take a look at, this is the big mission at the moment, but we can't use it for 5 days, so we're just going to ignore that, pretend it doesn't exist, but we are going to monitor its city anarchy, which links all the way up to here. So if, there we go, bring city anarchy up, we get up to 14 charges. We currently have no unrest. City anarchy will increase by 1 each day if there are any districts at critical unrest. Critical unrest is where this bar here is completely filled, and it basically explodes into chaos all over the place. And then complete an investigation removes 3 points. So we don't have any of those up now, we'll get some of those later. If City Anarchy reaches 14, City 31 falls and XCOM can no longer remain. So if we fill this bar right here up, it means we done goofed and we lose the game. That's essentially what that means. This is the overall objective, but we'll be okay with this as long as we try and keep tabs on these things. That's why it's really important to get intel so early on. So let's have a look at what we get for each of these missions. So I think someone's about to talk to us if we click on this.
Chimera Squad. I'm Commissioner Maloof of 31 PD. To be blunt, I don't give a Chrysalit's ass about the politics. I'm glad you're in the city. 31 PD was stretched thin before the mayor's death. There are gaps to fill, and that's where you come in. When your agents can handle a situation better than my officers, I'll send the details your way. If the city council has a problem with that, I'll take the heat. They can't afford to fire me. I look forward to working with you.
Commissioner Maloof. Not even going to say hello?
Blue blood, is it now? Couldn't hack into 31 PD, so you had to fail upward?
You know how it is, Halia. I always pick the easy path.
The department is happy to see one of its own back in town.
Good to be back. We'll do right by you, Commissioner.
Of that, I have no doubt.
So that was Commissioner Maloof, who basically is the chief officer for this area and is allowing us to conduct missions here right now. But we're going to be helping them out, and in return, we get to do missions and we get to get rewards. So in this case, we'd get 30 Illyrium, which you can see by this icon here. So this would be Prison Break, and it would be a moderate difficulty. We'd also have Lost and Found. This gives us 50 intel, as you can see by that icon. That's the intel icon. Also moderate, but intel's really good, so I think we might go for that. And then there's another main mission that we can go for at the moment. So this is another moderate one. Adds 2 days towards Operation Reveal, which is good, and 35 credits. Not so bad. So I think the Operation Reveal is this one, because it's currently not revealed. Pretty sure that's what it means. But we kind of want to use these days at the moment. The reason you'd want to do that is because it stops at this... Oh wow, don't know if you can hear that, but it's really wet and rainy outside. And the wind is blowing real loud. So sorry about that. But yeah, so that will allow us to do this early, which stops it overloading, because if we just leave this for 5 days, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's going to pop off and anarchy is going to ensue. So they're all pretty good options. I think we get a mod with this one as well. Oh no, that's just the 2 days reveal. But I think first, what we want is the intel. So I think that's what we're going to go for, even though this is actually pretty good and the money's probably pretty useful. So we're going to go Lost and Found first. We're going to send up NPC, APC.
Cause imminent harm, you'll need to stop them by any means necessary. As always, subduing targets is preferable. We learn far more from captures than corpses.
Thank you again. So that was referring to knocking people out, which we have the capability to do quite a lot, because can melee a lot, shoots a lot, but has tranq rounds, and then Terminal will just shoot things and level up. So I think for now, I think we're good to go. Pretty sure we don't need the keycard on Terminal. We're just going to leave that there for now, and we're going to launch this mission and get underway. Oh, one thing before we jump in. It's good to note that there's only one encounter here. There's a door, a keypad, and a keypad door. So the keypad door is actually useful for this item. So now we're just going to jump in and hopefully clear this out pretty quick. Alright, so here we go.
Prepping to move. Sweep and clear before they can.
Sweep and clear indeed. So we have 2 entry points, as we just saw. We have quick snare on the first one. First unit through this entrance will be routed for 1 round. Not the greatest. Good visibility. All units entering here get plus 25 aim during the breach. So that's real good. And then the second one is delayed disable. Last unit through this entrance will have their weapon disabled. Both pretty annoying, but we can get away without using weapons on a fair few of our people. So, who do we want to go for first? That's the question. We definitely don't want to be putting Blue Blood through this one, because he needs, or at least last, because he needs his gun the most. So I think going through here, the first person will be routed. So Cherub really wants to be up front, so we don't particularly want that. Torque's not too bad if she gets routed, because she can just drag people to her, so maybe we'll go for that. And then we can put Cherub here, and then on this side, although all units, so we kind of want 3 to go through here. So I think we'll also put Blue Blood, and then we'll have a Terminal on this side by herself. Yeah, I think that can work. Oh no, because I know she'll get her weapon disabled. Maybe we just all bundle through one door, because the damage is pretty likely. So this will allow us to control it a little better. And we're going to put her last because we're likely to get shot, so she can heal people up. And we're going to put Torque there, Torque there because she can just grab people. And we can put the shield on her straight away. So maybe we could put Cherub there. Who knows? We're just going to breach and see how it goes.
Move in, now.
Boom. Alright, first person is a Thrall. We've got a Bruiser. We've got a Hitman. And we've got an Acolyte. And we have an Aggressive Thrall. So we can't do much about that Thrall right now. We could take the possibly guaranteed kill, but guaranteed hit. The Bruisers are super annoying, and we do have a guaranteed hit, so maybe we'll take that one. And we have a Hitman, it's also a guaranteed hit. So the Hitmans basically just deal more damage. The Bruisers allow to stack armor and can get pretty annoying, but maybe we can grab one of those, or we can go try and grab an Acolyte. But they will shoot us first. I think with this first attack, we're going to take the 100% chance on someone. Which I kind of want to be... Who's in the best cover? No one is, really. But they're on the flank, so I'll go for that one. 3 damage, and broken the armor. Again, we've got the 100% there, we've got the 100% there. 100% there, but it won't kill them, so we're not going to go for that. It's a bit of a shame. We've got the low damage there. So maybe we'll go for a Thrall kill. Nope, fails that as well. It's going really well, this breach. So now we've got 100%, 100% again, 100% but won't kill again, and 88 on that Acolyte. And then we've got this one who's definitely going to do something. So I think we're going to have to go for a guaranteed kill. Just because that's going to do a minimum 1 damage. Boop, unconscious. There we go, that's 20% towards our intel. And then we've got another 100%. She can potentially kill, so we'll go for that. She does not. And then the retaliation missed. Torque makes it into cover before being rooted, so that's good. And they just hunker down. Alright, so Torque is rooted, but she's going first. So let's see, what damage can she do? Only 55% on the Acolyte, that's a shame. And she can't see anyone else. Who can she see to shoot though? 48. Oh, they're all terrible options. So we could go into preparation. That'll bump her up that turn order. So that might be good. So I think that'll take her above the Bruiser, which could be quite useful. And then she could move. And then she's not at risk of being shot. Well, she's at risk of being shot, but less so. Or do we just wing it on the Acolyte because they're a pain? We're going to wing it on the Acolyte.
Come here.
And we failed. Oh well. That's XCOM. She's still got one available, so we could put her potentially on over. Oh yeah, we could have taken that and still going to prepare. But we can also do this. So if we come out, what can she see? That's not too bad. So yeah, maybe she'll do that. And that way... The defense against the Acolyte. Where's that Thrall? Thrall's there. So if we go here, I think they're going to be fine if they move out. Just depends who we want to cover. Let's try and cover the Acolyte because they're the most annoying. So yeah, we should have gone Thrall.
Her splendor drops in.
Oh, so rude. Alright, so now we can bump a shield up. I think we might just put a shield on him, because he's going to be rushing forward. We've got the Hitman down here. Yeah, I think we'll do that. And we'll put it on Cherub. And now we can purposely put him in a worse position. Potentially, because that Acolyte's going to go next. And this will force the Acolyte to run. We don't have any cover if we come over here, which is a bit of a shame. Because... Who's number 4? Is it you? Is it you? It's the Hitman's next. Can we actually shoot anyone? 61, 51. No, not really. So again, we could prepare and just set up for a really good next round and get another buff off. Because he's potentially going to lose shield. I think we're just going to go for the punch. Yeah, I think we'll do that. Get some guaranteed damage in there.
Thought I had it.
Acolyte's immediately going to run away. The fastest run. And he's going to get suplexed, but he has got a shield on him at the moment. So now we've got Blue Blood. What can he see? So he's got 62% chance, 6% chance, and another 6% chance. So if we kill the Acolyte, it will actually drop him. So I think we might take the 6% chance. We don't need to use Deadeye because we've already got Desperado, so we can take the extra thing because he's already been hit. So take that. It misses, but it's Blue Blood, so we're going to try again. Take the second 6% chance. There we go. And that will drop him. So the Acolyte doesn't need damage. And we take the Acolyte out because the Acolyte is super irritating. Hitman does get to go. But they're just going to break that shield for now. Yeah, there's our charge. I'm expecting the Bruiser to shoot Cherub. Oh, and he's got the Overwatch. So we're going to get a heal off and talk first.
He'll be fine. I didn't ask for this.
See if we can reposition. So 52%, 40%, and 48 over there. So I think we'll probably go for a move. But we can't make it to any good cover. Away from the Bruiser up there. So we can come down to here. And then he'll go, and then Talk could go again. Which is not going to be in cover, which is the problem. So maybe we could Overwatch. What's our Overwatch range? Not the greatest for the Hitman. Only going to work if he jumps down, which he probably won't because we'll just shoot Cherub. And that'll only work if he tries to move out of cover. Which I don't think he's going to do. So again, I think we might hunker down and then get to go before the Hitman again. I think that's going to be the play for now. So we're going to hunker down. Or preparation, sorry. They're going to shoot him. Oh, 4 damage, nasty. Alright, so can we grab anyone now? We could pull Cherub out, which we don't really need to do. 85. So go for the Thrall, or we can move and go for the Bruiser. But we could come down here and then go for the Bruiser up there. Would put us at out of cover due to the Hitman. But we should have a high chance to grab the Bruiser. So I might do that. Taking the bold risks while we learn how to do these. And then, here we go, 89% chance, we're going to go for it. Hey, there we go. Then we're going to bind. Take him out of the move order for now. Thrall did move in the end. Oh, but he missed Cherub.
Oh man, I'm out.
Cherub's going to boost himself because he doesn't want to die. He does have 1 charge, so could just go for that. That's the only one we've got, but he does have the Overwatch, but we've got a Connect Shield, so we don't really care. So we're just gonna... Oh, sorry. We're just gonna do that. We're gonna punch him. The Overwatch triggers, hits Connect Shield, so it doesn't care, and it's gonna do a massive explosion. Boom. Arrested.
Shield charged.
And he gets his charge back. Perfect. And then we're gonna heal him.
Let's get your insides back inside.
Very nice.
The best.
And then we just have... Oops, sorry, I did it again. Because she has no one to shoot. So she needs to move into better cover, really. So she might have to move up here for now, just to get the flank on slowly. So we're going to start doing that. Blue Blood also can't shoot right now. But he can move into a position where he can. So we're going to move down here.
Rolling out.
Get a bit closer.
Another biped showing off.
Only 46% chance. So let's just Overwatch him. I don't think he's going to move. Yeah, we'll just Overwatch for now. See what he does. I doesn't get to go yet. Because the Bruiser is going to go. It's going to stay trapped. And Talk is just going to continue to crush him for 2 damage turn. Very nice. Thrall does pop out. Did what I thought it did.
Darn it,
Oh well.
no ammo.
No ammo. That's a shame. So, shield first. There we go. We'll put it on Bluebird.
Now that's protection.
We could have put it on Torque, but hopefully he doesn't actually get to shoot again. So we're going to wrap here into some cover. Terminal. She's going to come up here, try and get a flank on. Let's see, heal targets. None. So we're good, we're all full health right now. Come up here, we're going to do our flank.
You need an escort?
There we go, that's a better shot. Only 2 damage because it's a graze. But we've now got the flank on him. We could just... Oh no. Can we? We sure can.
Hostile is down and
Perfect. Yeah, we're going, it automatically ends because that guy is trapped by a snake. So we've got 2 lightly wounded, but we've got 2 unharmed, so that's not too bad. How many did we capture? We captured exactly 5. Perfect. Can't remember if I explained this, but you need the 5 because each capture gives you a 20% chance at 20 intel. So if you get 5 people, you now have a 100% chance at 20 intel. So if we continue, we should see that in this little... Yeah, in our little report that we're about to get. There we go. So we've got our 50 intel and our extra 20 intel, so that's loads of intel. That's really good. And we completed our androids. Perfect. So, we've got more term on basic training.
Of the City Council voted 5-4 against a citywide curfew. Councilor Parada spoke for the majority.
There is no need for such extreme measures. Mayor Nightingale's death is a tragedy, but to shut down the city due to fear would reject the very principles by which she lived.
3-1 PD remains on high alert throughout City 31. Commissioner Maloof released the following statement.
Every 3-1 PD officer grieves for Mayor Nightingale. Rest assured, we will bring those responsible to justice.
More on this story as it develops. Celio Dash reporting for Channel 37.
Thank you, Celio Dash. I'm going to leave those on and just try and be quiet through most of those because I quite like the little stories that we get. Plus, it actually does tell you what's going on around the missions. So they're pretty good. They're pretty useful. So we've got a lot of things to do here. So we've got 4 promotions, which is shown down here as well. And also by the little icons. We've got something to pick in the assembly, so let's do that first. Thank you very much. We have 3 choices. They're all priorities: modular weapons, modular armor, and improved field teams. So I think modular armor is what I'm going to go for first. Let's have a quick look through these. So modular weapons are going to give you an autoloader, a stock and expanded magazine that you will now be able to buy from the supply shop, and will unlock advanced modular weapons, I believe, which allow more buffs. And modular armor, infiltrator weave, extra padding, and Mac weave. So infiltrator weave allows you to use vents, extra padding gives you an extra hit point, and Mac weave gives you 50 dodge. So Mac weave is really good on tanks because it allows them to take graze damage more often while keeping their defense low enough that people want to shoot them. And then improved field teams will just give us that 2nd rank on the map. So you saw when we did the upgrade, there's a 2nd rank and a 3rd rank that unlocks the 2nd one. So we don't need those yet. We're going to go for modular armor. And we're going to get underway. We're not going to put anyone in there because these are all really quick. They're only 2 turns, and we don't really have anyone to spare because we've just got the 1 person in training right now. So let's head off to our little armory. Who do we want to go first? Talk.
I'm sure you already know your way around the armory. Each of you has a locker here. But it's also where we announce field promotions, which I'm doing now.
You really shouldn't have.
Congratulations. I realize now there should have been a cake.
There should always be Cake Whisper. I really hope they add cake into one of these field promotions. That'd be great. So let's promote our agent. She now has the thing that I just closed. She now has Toxic Greeting. Talk spits a blast of poison at a target. The enemy will remain poisoned for 2 turns. So this is a breach only ability, but I think it's guaranteed to hit, and then it does 2 damage a turn. So it does, I think, 7 damage in total, which is really good for a breach, and it'll actually hit people at the back some of the annoying psionic users. So that's going to be really useful. And you can only use it once per breach, but there's only 3 breaches in most of these missions, and just like the last one, it was only 1 breach, so we could have used 4 breach tactics if we really wanted to. So our next one, you're in training. So next promotion is a refresh. The Gremlin heals all allies at their breach point for 2 hit points, 1 use per mission. So instead of shooting, she can do a heal for 2 points on every single member. That's great, especially going into the second and third ones, where you're looking at harder encounters and just want to top everybody off. So that's a great ability. And next up, we have Phalanx, which is kind of the flip side to that coin. Enemies focus their fire on Cherub, ignoring other XCOM units at this breach point. Block all damage and gain 1 charge for each attack, 1 use per mission. So this will max out his charges, which means his first melee attack will just be huge. And he also takes 0 damage, and everyone else takes 0 damage. So you can go in injured or fully stacked and just have a huge advantage when you go in, because you'll still get to shoot with the rest of your squad, and you might be able to nullify some of the negative effects of going through, especially in high damage areas. But it's most effective when you bundle all through one area, or at least one area that has damage on it. So that's a great ability. And then our last one is a Lancer shot. So Blueblood fires his Lancer pistol at a target, ignoring all cover bonuses. Oh, there we go. So this allows him to basically do a little snipe shot on his first shot in the breach. So it's only once per mission again, I think. Oh no, is this? No, he can just do it. Just do it whenever he wants. So on every breach, you're likely going to do this, because you can shoot the person at the back and get some guaranteed damage in, or at least a higher chance of damage on those people. Great for anyone in heavy cover, and especially in our current area, psionics are probably going to be sitting in cover, hiding at the back, so it allows you to do a little bit of chip damage in those, and just start off on a good spot. So now we've got those, we're going to, I don't know why it's asking us to go here, because we've already selected our thing. I think it wants us to put someone here, but we're not going to. We're also probably not going to buy anything, so we're just going to take a look at this. So we have a different style of mission here. So these are situations. So unlike the purple missions and the yellow missions, these ones you don't go to, you just get the bonus for going, and it moves the days on by 1. So we need to do one of these, and again we have a choice. We can either take Illyrium and get 40 Illyrium for research. Good, allows us to do, I think 70 is the next rank. So that allows us to go straight into a second rank, like an advanced rank. But we don't really need that right now. But we could also get 45 intel. And we're on 90 right now. So we've already got loads of intel, but it allows us to stack that up really high straight away. So I think that might be what we do, just get as much intel as we can, as early as we can. And then we're also, before we do that, we have 2 things to do. So we need to reduce district unrest. So this will reduce something by 1, and then it will go on I think it's a 4 or 5 day recharge. So you can get it off twice in a week when they overlap. So we'd be able to get it off twice this week if we use it now, because we can then use it again on Friday, which is when this is going to trigger, or just after this triggers. So we don't want that to explode. So I think, does it get 2 or 1? Just the 1. I think that's what the arrow is showing us here. So because this one is locked for 4 days, let's do that. That's going to go down to 0. We're going to be safe on there for now. And then none of the others we can really do anything about right now. We'll put one here just because it is glowing. And then we're going to pick up our second thing. So we can choose if we want credits, which are really low on right now, or technology, which is fine for now. So we're going to go for credits for now. And we'll pick up the Illyrium one as well before the end of the week, so we'll be able to get both bonuses. There we go. And now we're going to do this mission and send our APC in, get our 45 intel, and then we can buy another one. Yes, I think we're good to proceed. Boom, there's our 45 intel. Claymore has completed its basic conditioning training, and now he is good to go in the field, so we can put another person into basic training. So,
spontaneous vigils broke out in honor of Mayor Nightingale, whose recent death still roils City 31. thousands of citizens wish to pay their respects to our city's first freely elected mayor, said one attendee.
She got it, you know? It wasn't about making things better for me and mine. Hybrid, alien, human, she did her best for all of us.
The city council voted unanimously to hold elections within the month. Councilor Parada released the following statement.
Mayor Nightingale once said, governance does not need popular approval, but it requires the people's consent.
This is Celio Dash for Channel 37.
Thank you, Celio Dash, talking about the unrest going on right now, which is mostly under control, at least for now. So, we need to put someone into basic training, and then we can start another mission. So, let's do the basic training. Yes, Claymore has succeeded. So, we've got two options as I see it right now. We can either put in Blue Blood, swap out his damage for Claymore's damage, not a bad idea, or we can swap out Cherub and swap out the tanks. We could also swap out Terminal, to be fair, because he is so tanky, and we have Cherub to tank those shots as well, so that could be pretty useful. One thing to note is we have 4 days on that mission going off, and then we have to do it, so I'm not too sure if we'll complete that second basic training. So whoever we put in now is going to be in that mission, and whoever we take out second is probably going to miss that mission. So depends if we want Blue Blood or Cherub in that mission. So I kind of want Cherub in that mission, so I might swap him out early on so we can get him in with the extra health buff, and then we can have Claymore in instead of Blue Blood. But do we want his damage for that? Because he is super squidgy. Decisions. I think we might go for Blue Blood just to bring his health up in line with everybody else's. And then we can potentially skip Cherub. That is a tough call. I think Cherub is probably more useful. If we have Cherub and Terminal in the same mission, it's just so much more tankiness, and then we can use this Phalanx in that mission, which is really important. As good as Blue Blood is, he doesn't have the damage output because he's not got any good weapons on him yet. So I think we can do Cherub first. He's going to start his training. We can add Claymore into here. So now we're down to tank, but we can get Cherub back in time. There we go, it's down to 3 days. So we'll have Cherub back in time for this, and Blue Blood will have to skip this mission. So that's going to put us in a good spot, and then we can do one of these missions. So I think we're going to leave it there for this second episode, and in episode 3 we're going to pick up another side mission and whatever comes after that, and then be ready for our big mission that's going to pop off and ruin the city. So thank you very much for watching. I hope everybody's staying safe. Take care of each other, take care of yourself, make sure that everybody you know stay safe, wash your hands, and thank you to anybody working in hospitals on the front line out there as an essential worker right now. It's without you, these lockdowns are just going to get harder. So everybody stay safe, and we'll get through this lockdown together. Thank you very much, and I'll see you on the next episode.